Used to saving parents money, honestly, a lot of times, and now they're trying to help out. I want to bring in Jess Stappas from the Children's Orchard down there. Did I say your last name right? I don't want to mess your last name up as we come out of the.
That was pretty good. Stappas. It's a Greek name.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us here on the Wisconsin Live Desk. Uh, Tell me about what you guys do, because I know in your store at the Children's Orchard, that is a place where people can save a ton of money, especially for parents. And you guys obviously are buying stuff from a lot of parents. And then with the flooding that happened, there's this incredible need that you guys are stepping up and you're trying to help out here.
Yeah, so I mean our store originally we buy gently used clothes is what we do, and then we resell them at a highly discounted rate. So when this whole flooding started, we didn't really know how we could help. We're kind of brainstorming ideas, and one of our employees' sister had lost a lot of stuff in the flood, so we kind of asked her, like, what do you guys need? What are you looking for? And she had mentioned that, they had a lot of clothes they got offered to them, but they didn't have any toys. A
Mm.
lot of times people in their basements, that's where all the toys are stored or all their baby equipment stored. So that's kind of where we got the idea of, let's maybe try to collect some stuff for these families and they can just come and pick them up. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
All of my friends who've had damage in their basement, you said this right before we are taking you live here. This is what people keep in their basements. I mean, so many people, that is, if they finished the basement, what did they finish it for? That's the play area for their kids. And if it's not a
Exactly.
play area, that is where they store a lot of the items that they use throughout the year to try and keep themselves sane as they're trying to give their kids toys. That's where we keep it, in the basement. So it is just incredible how much parents in Southeast Wisconsin have lost. And you guys do have an incredible store down there in New Berlin. As we're getting a little bit of a tour on this video here, but these are the kinds of things that you guys kind of stock on the regular anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're pretty used to looking through baby equipment and toys and knowing, which ones are the safe ones, the ones who are on recall. So we were able to kind of filter through some of the donations too to make sure that they're going to be good for the families to come through when we host our event next week.
So tell me about the event. What are you looking for? What are you hoping that people drop off here in the next week or so?
I mean, we're really just looking for even new toys would be fine too, but like, gently used toys that have almost all the pieces is kind of what we're looking for. Any like equipment you might have, the swings, the strollers, the pack and plays, bassinets, those types of things that a lot of people probably did store in their basements. And then books too. We're kind of collecting books. For us, we're a smaller store, so we don't have a ton of employees, so that's why we're kind of trying to limit just to the toys and equipment because that's, what we can actually handle.
Right, exactly. And I'm just thinking of, it's just a lot of us have some of these toys that our kids have. I have a 5-year-old. It's just amazing how quickly your kids are just sick of their toys and they end up in places like the basement. But this, I mean, a lot of people are like, how can I donate? How can I help? This is the perfect opportunity to help another parent who might be in need. A lot of these things are so expensive if you buy it new. A lot of these people can't buy anything at all, especially with the damage that a lot of people are seeing right now. I don't know if you know anyone who's thought they had their basement insured and then they find out they're not covering any of that. We're hearing those stories every single day now.
And that was kind of the other thought behind this was like, sure, I could give a discount to my store, but I'm like, but that's not necessarily going to help them that much because they're still gonna have to be spending money in order to replace their items. So that's kind of where we thought, I think a drive where families could come and pick up some toys for free for their kids was kind of the perfect thing that we could do.
Yeah, that is perfect. So are there any age groups that you're looking for that are particularly in need, or really any age group?
Any age group, the bigger kid toys are a little bit more difficult to find. I think like obviously baby toys are very easy and people go through those so fast, but
Right.
like I always think of like, yeah, the baby dolls, the cars for the kids or like the racetracks that they have. I think those would be good things. Um, just but really we're looking for anything that's in good shape too.
And then how will you find the people who need this stuff? Are you going to put out the call for them? Will you have a day and they can just come and pick some stuff
Yeah,
up, or how's
so
that going to
right
work?
now, I mean, we're still kind of working out some of the details, but we are planning for next weekend. So that's going to be the 23rd and 24th. We'll host an event from noon to 4 at our store. We'll kind of have it all outside of the store on the sidewalk, all out displayed, and then, families who were affected can come and pick out some items for their kids.
Yeah, and I'm sure you run into these families, especially, I mean, secondhand clothing, we're always looking for items that are cheaper, but I'm sure you're running into parents who are just struggling to get by every day, just trying to save some money and get the basic necessities for their kids. So, I mean, it must have really hit you hard when you really do see the need in our community right now with all the flooding that we've faced.
Yeah, we're just, we're happy to help. And, as you said before, it's a nice way for other people to help too. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people are out there looking to help and like, how can I help? What can I do? So this is, I think, a nice way for people to contribute
So just
as
remind
well.
us the details once again. So if you've got some items that you think you can donate, how do we do that? When can we drop it off? Where can we drop it off?
So we will take donations anytime our business is open. So Monday through Saturday, we are open from 9:30 to 6, and then on Sunday, 11 to 4. So our staff will take in your donations, and our storage unit is filling up pretty quickly already, which is great. But our neighbors, Kids in Motion, has gracefully opened up their place as well for storage. So we got plenty of space to keep the stuff in. And to drop off, yeah, is at Children's Orchard, and we're taking donations between now and next week, Friday, the
Perfect.
22nd.
Great to hear. And then could we go to a website or a social media channel to get updates on this?
The best place would probably go to our social media, both, Children's Orchard New Berlin on Instagram and Facebook would probably be the best place to get the updates.
Well, appreciate you doing this. I mean, I cannot tell you the need here and the amount of emails that just we get at the news station every day. It's heartbreaking, and a lot of people are asking how they can help. And you guys are stepping up for a way that we all can help. So Jess Stappas, really appreciate you guys doing this and coming on here on the Wisconsin Live Desk.
Yeah, I'm really happy you guys brought us on. Thank you.
Well, thanks. Appreciate it. And